This is local set performance of another code. We are doing the Real Umbrella X. So first time in Singapore. The audience will see giving guys balance tricks, javelin, handstand, really interesting.
You shut up.